Hello everyone, welcome back Hotel Mammon video lecture. Myself Arvind Chauhan, Assistant Professor, BBD University Lucknow. I am here to deliver a lecture on the food and beverage service. So let's start.
Okay, so let's start with the brandy also. See the brandy. Brandy is a spirit obtained from the distillation of fermented grape juice and suitability aged in wood. The spirit distilled from any other fruit other than grapes or fruit brandies and must be named after the fruit combination with the name of brandy. Example: cherry brandies, peach brandies, apricot brandies. All right. These fruit brandies are classified as XDV, as also known as alcohols blanc. All right. So let's talk about the origin of the brandy. Origin is of brandy is the distillation of wine start in 16th century. Distillation of wine start in 16th centuries, probably at La Rosella, a river port, River Charente, on the western coast of France. Dutch called Brandewines, German as Brandewines. Dutch called Brandewin, German called Brand. Both of these means burnt wine. Both of these means burnt wine. Alright? Okay. So let's take another type of the brandy. The cognac is a brandy, the popular brandy of France. And cognac, the famous one of all the brandies produced in the world, cognac is the most famous and the most prestigious. Brandy produced from the grapes grow in the vineyard of this delimited district of Cognac, surrounding the ancient town of Cognac on the Charente River. This is the region, right? Modern delineation done in 1909, a degree made of product cognac from elimination, and according to get cognac name, the spirit must be made entirely from the grape grow in delimited region. All right. So in a particular region, what kind of grapes grow is known as the cognac delimited region. All right. The Cognac districts are Cognac district, Charente subdivision in order of quality, Grand Champion 14 to 65% land area, Petit Champion 15 to 98% land area, Borderies 4 to 5 4.53% land areas, Bois 64.84% land area, Fino Bois, Bones and other areas. After this, the Cognac district climate Climate about the temperature and damp, hot summer, good rainfall in winter, soil, chalk and limestone, more dry lime, better the cognac. Grape variety from cognac for cognac are white grapes are Saint-Emilion, elsewhere are Aigle Blanc, Folie Blanc, and Columbus. Saint-Emilion, Aigle Blanc, Saint-Emilion, Folie Blanc, and Columbus. These are the grape variety for making a cognac. Is white grape variety are Saint-Emilion, Columbus, and Folie Blanc. Production of the cognac. So the grape pressing twists, pipes, and talc are not crushed for less tannin. The wine produced in fruit then thirst. Similar, you have to do the production of the wine. Then you have to see the grapes here. Pips and along with the pips, talc are not crushed in this process. The wine produced in fruity, then hard, slightly acid and unpleasant at 8% to 10% of alcohol by volume. Fermentation take up to 10 days. In this process, the fermentation take up to the 10 days, right? Pass through settling bins racking. Then after distill in alembic 30% of alcohol by volume. Distill again in alembic 70% alcohol volume. So this is the way, the first way this distill is like a 30% volume. Like Again we get distill again in alembic. We get 70% alcohol by volume. Aged in limousic oak, rich in tannin, which is rich in tannins. So the limousin oak is rich in tannins, right? So this then we will get the amber tone color, delicate and mellow with the natural backwards of the grapes, right? After this we got blending of it and then diluting with the distilled water. After the diluting with the distilled water, we get the colorant with the caramel and finally do the packaging again. Okay. Then it is spread all over the world. Type of cognacs are, what are the types of cognac? Type of cognac: Grand Champagne, Petit Champagne, Fine Champagne. See, the Grand Champagne, it is cognac produced entirely from brandies made from the grapes grow in Grand Champagne region, right? So Grand Champagne means entire grapes grow in the Grand Champagne region. The whatever grapes we use for the making cognac for the Grand Champagne. Petit Champagne made entirely from brandies produced from the grape grown in the Petit Champagne region. So whatever kind of grapes used in Grand Champagne, whatever kind of grapes grow in Petit Champagne, and entirely made by the same grapes. Fino Champagne, it is blend of brandies production from grapes grown in Grand Champagne, minimum of 50% and Petit Champagne areas. Okay, next is gradation of cognac. Gradation of cognac is the alphabet system. It is the alphabet system and the star system and some legal system also. Alphabet system is called C for cognac, E for special, F for fine, V for very, S for superior, P for pale, O for old, X for extra. Right? So these are the alphabet system to grade the cognac brandy. Alphabet and star section. Cognac law is governed by the Bureau National Professional in the Cognac. VSR triple X very superior demand on a minimum age of 3 years. Reserva VOVSOP means the youngest brandy in the blend of at least 4.5 year, right? Extra and Napoleon, youngest brandy in the blend of 6 years. Extra and Napoleon is the youngest brandy in the blend of 6 years, right? Okay, let's discuss about the brand name: Martel, Hennessy, Remy Martini, Cote Vozier. These four brands currently have 25% market share. Okay, Hennessy, Biscuit, Remy Martini, Dolmen, Moyat, Martel. Okay, and the next is Armagnac, second only to Cognac. The region, same process you have to do. The region, department of Jer, southeast of Bordeaux, center of trade, city of Condom. Grapes, same as Cognac, Follet Blanc, also known as Pic, Picule. Follet Blanc is also known as Pic Paul. Picu Paul. How Armagnac is different from Cognac? See, soil best Armagnac from sandy soil. Distillation or Armagnac is still proved distilled around 53% alcohol by volume. Character is strong, fruity, nosy, and flavored, more pungent and heavier. Maturation in black oak of Gascony and other the brands are Delors, Castogan, Clare Single, Clairville, Matic, Semillon, Chabot, Lobedot. These are the brands of the Armagnac. And the more detail of the Armagnac, the delimate area of Armagnac identified in 1909 are Bus Armagnac, Chinderich, and Hunt Armagnac. Armagnac is the country in the Three Musketeers, and it is frequently capitalized on the for marketing. Uses of for brandies after dinner spirits served in the brandy balloon, sniffer, and inhaler. After dinner spirits served in brandy balloon, sniffer, and inhaler. Coffee is las or chased with hot water, antidote and cough and cold is help for the cough and colds in little quantity, but with soda in tall glass any time of the day. Also used for the flambing various kind of gordon dishes, right? Like the crab sujat, you had to add the brandy, right? So crab sujat is very famous gordon dish. Kitchen is a pudding cake, it's a mixed drink. Okay, one more difference about I like to tell you the grapes. Grapes used in Agle Blanc, Agni Blanc, Follet Blanc, and Colombat. Grapes used in Cognac is Agli Blanc, Follet Blanc, Colombat, and in Armagnac used in Agli Blanc, Follet Blanc, Colombat, and Bacon Blanc also. Right? So one more grape is added on it. Pot is still continuous, is still Cognac used pot is still in Armagnac use patent is still since 1972. Right? Delimit area, Grand Champion in Cognac, Petit Champion in Cognac, Bordeaux Finos in Armagnac, Bas Armagnac and Tenerife Hunt. Aged in Limonos Oak and Armagnac aged in Melagina Oak Cask. Cognac addition of caramel or sugar is permitted, but in Armagnac there is no caramelization. Market position: the Cognac is first and Armagnac is second. Alright. I hope it would be clear to you now. If any queries, you can call us. You can directly contact me. I will clarify your queries. Okay. So thank you very much for today. Okay, welcome to the next video of your alcoholic beverages, all the spirit which is we are learning right now. So today we will discuss about the vodka, and we also will discuss about the rum. Okay, so two spirit we will learn today. One is the vodka and the rum. All right. So let's begin with vodka first. As you know that so vodka is a most favorable for the woman. All right. Vodka is a natural spirit distilled from any fermented material and treated in any way so as to be without any distinctive color, taste, or aroma. Vodka is highly rectified spirit separate from the grain potatoes, grapes, or molasses. It is distilled in a patent distill at a very high proof 119 or higher. It is mostly filtered through the activated charcoal and uh, or cotral scent to make it completely pure. See the origin of vodka from origin of vodka 17th century in Russia. So first the vodka originated from the Russia in 20th centuries, Russia and Poland also. It spread to the Finlandia and Polandia and rest of the Northeast Europe. Vodka has come from the Russia word vodka, meaning little water. Alright, so make sure remember this point. Vodka has come from the Russia word vodka, meaning literally means little water. The vodka means it's a little water. Alright, and also vodka is a national drink of Russia and Poland. The vodka literally means little water, and indeed the product look water, or one cannot make out the base from which it is distilled completely congener free. Hence, it can be made from the wash and base. Right? Okay, let's talk about the sources of vodka. Sources: most plentiful and latest expensive plants. Principal grain is corn. Other grain used are wheat, rye, etc. Okay, one more thing I want to tell you that some distilleries flavored vodka with addition of flavored ingredients and are quite popular in the market. For example, Juvraka Polish vodka is flavored with Juvraka grass, which gives a light green color and a nutty aroma. Right. Let's look at the manufacturing process. First, we have to do the distillation at a more than 95% VYV, volume by volume. Filtered, then filtered through alternate layer of vegetables, charcoal, Siberian bridge is called Siberian bridge, and pottery stand. Dilute with the distilled water and aging not required. The vodka and aging not required. Okay, for the flavored vodka, they are using Jubraka grass, flavored with Jubraka grass from the forest of eastern Poland. Jubraka grass found in forest of eastern Poland. Yellowish thin and aromatic bucket is exceptionally soft and smooth, ice cold to toasted. These are the characteristics of the Jubraka grass. This is yellowish thin aromatic bouquet flavor, especially soft and smooth, and is ice cold and to straight. Right. Moving to the next slide. Flavored vodka is Starka. Starka means old. Starka means old. Aged for about 10 years in oak cask. Previously used for aging 5 wines. Amber color and typically wine like aroma. Popular among brandy lovers. This is again a flavors of Starka. Starka means generally means old. Aged for about 10 years in oak cask. Previously used for aging 5 wines. Fine wines, amber color and typically wine-like aroma, popular among brandy lovers. Pestrovoka, dark brownish Russian pepper vodka. Pestrovoka is a dark brown Russian vodka infused of capsicum, china pepper, cyanide, and cubeb. These are flavored. Pleasant aroma with the burning taste. Pleasant aroma with the burning taste. Caesar, Peter, and great seasoning his vodka with pepper. Racine is still enjoyed. And another is that Jubiliana Osobaya is flavored with brandy and honey, among other ingredients, referred to as a Jubilee vodka. Referred as a Jubilee vodka. Jubiliana Osobaya. This is referred as Jubilee vodka. Remember this one. Okotniacha. Okotniacha is flavored with the many herbs. Flavored with the many herbs. Definite aroma of heather honey. Referred as a hunter vodka. This is referred as a hunter vodka. And brands of the flavors. Another brands of flavors are the absolute peach, absolute vanilla, absolute citron, absolute mandir, absolute pepper. These are pepper flavored, and the vanilla, absolute vanilla, golden citrus, golden wildberry, grey goose citron, sky's orange, sky citron, grey goose orange, sky vanilla, story peach, story citrus, cimarron of twist, sky melon jaburaka. So these are the flavors of vodka. Alright. Vodka is a highly rectified and colorless spirit obtained from the potato grain and molasses. It is consumer free drink which make a flavored and volatile drink. Okay. With some brands of the vodka, the Smirnoff, Nikolai, Volodymyr, Bolsai, Bolsaka, Stoliciana, Stoliciana, Moskovskaya, Novoksha. These are the example of vodka. All right. So next one is we will study about the rum. Okay. So the next spirit is rum. the very important spirit also. Rum is basically made by sugarcane molasses. Is it or not? Rum is a spirit distilled from fermented sugarcane and byproduct such sugarcane juice, sugarcane syrup, and molasses. The most common used by product is molasses. It is distilled at least then 190 proof, 95% ABV, and bottled at molasses then 80% proof, 40% ABV. Rum was first produced in Caribbean countries in the 17th centuries. Rum is first produced in Caribbean countries in 14th centuries. 17th centuries here you can see origin. Rum delivered from the Latin word saccharum, 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 saccharum. The rum delivered from the saccharum. Rum was first produced in Caribbean countries in 17th century. Rum was first produced in Caribbean countries in 17th century. The sugar plantations were maintained by slaves who had been brought to the Caribbean from Africa by the Britishers. They distilled crude and harsh rum as early as 1647 in small pot distilled in sugarcane field. In those days, it was consumed without maturing and was the drink of English pirates and the British Navy. Okay, in those days, it was consumed without maturing, a was drink and English pirates and British Navy. This is the drink by the British Navy and English pirates in those days without fermentation, without maturation. The spirit was termed as rumson, meaning uproar, and rumbling, a slang for the fracas or brawl. The British Navy issued rum to warm its sailor and trade scurvy. Admiral Vernon, nicknamed Old Grog, realized in 1740s that heavy consumption of rum was affecting his crew efficiency. He ordered the rum by diluted with water and served. Manufacturing process of the rum. Okay, let's start. First, we have to do the harvesting and the cutting. Harvesting of the sugarcane, the cutting of the sugarcane, extract the juice by the pressing through the enormous, very heavy crushing roller. Then juice boiled, sugar concentrated, clarified, and then thick syrup. Then you will get the thick syrup. After the thickening syrup, pass through the high-speed centrifugal machine to 2200 RPM. Then sugar crystal separated. Then found the molasses with about 5% sugar. Then it's fermented, then distilled, and then with the rum. Right? Style of rum, Puerto Rican rum. What are the styles of rum is Puerto Rican rum. Puerto Rican rum, the molasses is fermented in huge vat together with some of mass from previous fermentation. The resultant wash is distilled in patent distill, filtered with sand and burnt wood, with dry and light bodies, popular in Spanish-speaking countries like Puerto Rico, Cuba, Venezuela, Haiti, Virginia, Island, etc. These we were talking about the Puerto Rican rum. Puerto Rican maturation, the speed obtained maturation and uncharred were fast. The following style of rum are obtained according to the maturation period: white rum, white rum, and gold rum. Right? White and gold and liqueur rum. White rum matured for the period of 1 year. It is light bodies and natural flavor. Gold rum matured for the period of 3 years and color and caramel. Liqueur rum matured for the period of more than 6 years. Okay. Production of Puerto Rican rum are molasses take in a large vat, where is like a pot, plus add water and then add slop for the previous batch. Cultured yeast. All right. After this quick fermentation, 2 to 4 days, we have to remaining for fermentation 2 to 4 days. After this step, production alcoholic was with about 7% alcohol volume by volume. Then after patent is still 18% to 95%, we have to do the distillation. After distillation is in the used and uncharred work for a period of 1 to 4 years. Filtered through the alternative layers of sand and vegetable charcoal. After the filtration, the color adjustment with the caramel. So we have to do the caramelization process. Then the matured further blend and bottle. Matured further blended and bottle. Variant white silver rum is matured in a period of 1 year. It is lighter, pale, and more natural. Amber, or a gold rum. It is maturing a period of 3 years. It is heavier, more flavored, often harder and deeper with a more caramel. Liqueur rum. This is matured the period of the 6 years, more than the 6 years. Now we're going to about Jamaican rum. What is the Jamaican rum? The rich, full bodies and pungent. This is the rich, full bodies and pungent flavor. Distilled in pot distill. Jamaican rum distilled in pot distilled. It is non-filtered. It is non-filtered. First of all, matured for the more number of yeast. Matured for more number of years. Matured for the more number of years. Popular in English-speaking countries like Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, etc. So these are the country which is most popular. Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana. These are the country which is where it is most famous. So the production of Jamaican rum is molasses taken in a large vat. Take a molasses in a large vat. Add water. Place dunder from the sugar bars. Natural yeast is poured on surface. Then do the fermentation for the 5 to 20 days. This is the difference. Here you have to do the fermentation 4 days. Sorry, 2 to 4 days. And in the Jamaican rum, you have to do the fermentation 5 to 20 days. So it's a great difference. All right. Pot is still you have to do the twist in pot is still 70 to 80% alcohol volume by volume, sometimes lower also. Very full bodies and pungent is 4 or 5 to 7 years. Color adjustment with caramel, again same, you have to do the same process. The color adjustment with the caramel, further matured, blended and bottled. Variant gold amber is traditionally Jamaican. So Jamaican in which color is the gold and amber. Dark mahogany. Dark mahogany is literally popular, often labeled and planter punch. Dark mahogany is for the planter punch. All right. One more thing is that the Jamaican rum are also referred to as a London dock rums. Much of the rum is shipped to bonded warehouses of the docks in England and Scotland for aging and blending. The damp climate is ideal for maturing Jamaican rums. Next is the Demerara rum. Demerara rums made from another one is Demerara rum. Demerara rum made from the sugarcane ground along the bank of Demerara River in Guyana. So the Demerara River is found in Guyana, more like Jamaican rum, but different exists due to different soil, climate, variety of sugarcane and use of patent distill. Earlier they are using polished, right? Some are blend of 1/4, 1/3 pot and 2/3 patent distill product. Much darker, less pungent, has less flavor and fineness. Obtainable at 43 degrees Celsius, 48 degrees Celsius, 48%, 43%, 57%, 75.5% alcohol by volume. Overproof one are ideal for grog. Grog and zombie. Grog is a traditional drink. Okay. Okay, so uses of the rum. What are the uses of rum? Drunk state in rum producing countries. In the UK, the US, etc. Popular as a base of mixed drink, rum and cola, Cuba Libre. In the kitchen, to flame dessert, ice cream, fruit punch, candies, etc. Tobacco flavoring as well. And another is the brand name of Puerto Rican rums are the Bacardi, Daiquiri, Don Q, Tropicana, Dry Cane, White Diamond, Ron Rico, Polavigio, Merito. Jamaican are the Lemon Heart, Captain Morgan, Myers, Rope, Anchor, Upton, Demerara, Lemon Heart, Captain Morgan, Lambie Navy, Old Jack Dark. These are the Demerara rum. Okay, all right. So there's some terms is come. What is the meaning of caramel? Caramel basically it is a sugar melted or dissolved in a small amount of water and heated until it turns golden and dark brown. Often used to color and flavor products. Okay. Another word is dunder. Dunder. It is a yeast-rich form left behind during fermentation. Ester it is a fragrant compound formed in a reaction between the acid and the alcohol with the elimination of water. Alright. Another word is grog. Grog it is a rum diluted with water. It is also a rum-based cocktail with lemon juice and sugar. Grog is a rum-based cocktail with the lemon juice and sugar. Molasses, as you know, that is a byproduct of the obtained during the sugar manufacturing process. It is thick, sticky, sweet syrup, brown in color. Zombie, it is a rum-based cocktail with pineapple juice and fresh lime juice. All right. So this is all about the rum. So today in this session you have learned about the vodka and you have learned about rum. So again, this is another spirit is the brandy. So let's start learning the brandy. Definition: the brandy is a spirit obtained from the distillation of fermented grape juice and suitable aged in wood. The brandy is spirit obtained from the distillation of fermented grape juice and suitable aged in wood.